Excellent, guys. Thank you for being with us. I'm Alejandro Berry from Univision. So I'll start with the questions in Spanish, then translate in English, and then you can answer. Does that work for you?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, folks, here we go.
Bye. Amigos de Univision Deportes, la entrevista de hoy no es con ningún futbolista, no es con ningún técnico, ningún aficionado, no es con ningún deportista, no es con ninguna persona que esté en este planeta. Vamos a ir con 3 astronautas que están a bordo de la Estación Espacial Internacional. Son del Expedition 40 Commander Steve Swanson, Flight Engineers Reed Wiseman y Alexander Gerst. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Thank you guys for being with us. What are you doing up there? How are you?
We're doing great. We're having fun up here, doing a little science and keeping the station going.
Exactamente, ¿en dónde están ubicados? What are you over right now?
We're just coming up over Central South America, and then we'll go across the north coast of South America and up over the Atlantic off to England and Europe.
Perfecto. Estando donde están, ¿pueden ver los partidos de la Copa del Mundo? Can you really watch the World Cup games?
It's on.
Yes, some of the games we get uplinked directly through radio transmission, and we can watch them live. Of course, we have a lot of science to do on the side, and so once in a while we can get a peek at the screen.
Great technology. So I understand there's 2 Americans on board and 1 German. There's a match coming up between the States and Germany. Do you have any bets among yourselves? Se viene una apuesta quizá porque son 2 americanos y un alemán de los 3 astronautas y juegan Estados Unidos contra Alemania próximamente. ¿Hay alguna apuesta entre ustedes?
Yes, of course, we have a bet going. These guys said if USA loses, they're going to shave their heads, actually. And if because I have already my head shaved, if Germany loses, then they're going to paint a U.S. flag on my head.
So I see that you can have a ball. Can you actually play some soccer in space? ¿Pueden jugar fútbol en el espacio como lo están haciendo ahora, a cascarear, digamos?
Oh, we try. We have fun with it. Yeah, we'll show you a little example.
Whoa.
Nice work.
Ustedes excelente, ustedes como astronautas y estando allá arriba, ¿qué mensaje le mandarían a los equipos que los están representando allá abajo? What would be your message to your national teams during the World Cup?
I think the message is, I believe we will win.
Ja, ich wünsche unseren Jungs alles Gute und ein tolles Spiel. Ich drücke die Daumen von hier oben.
I'm sure he told his team good luck because the Americans are going to beat them and try to recover from your sadness.
Somebody's afraid of having to fulfill their bet here.
So, guys, nosotros le preguntamos a la gente que mandara algunas preguntas para ustedes vía Facebook y ahora se las hago. We asked the people to send some questions over by Facebook, so I'm going to go ahead and read one of them. Octavio Flores asks if they could come back to Earth in time for one World Cup match, what teams would they face each other? Si pudieran ver un partido de Copa del Mundo, ¿qué a 2 equipos les gustaría ver si pudieran regresar en tiempo para estar en el Mundial?
That's a really good question. I've been enjoying many of the games. Argentina, Messi, his play has been fantastic. But for me, it would have to be a game, of course. Hopefully, the U.S. will make it to the championship. I sure hope so. And if they would play Germany in the championship, that would be one game I would love to see.
Además de sus equipos, ¿a qué otra selección apoyarían y cuál es su futbolista preferido? Other than your national teams, what team do you support and what's your favorite player during this World Cup?
Yeah, my favorite player, I probably already mentioned Messi. He was just fantastic so far in the tournament, and I love watching the Argentinian team. So that's just a great one for me. I love those guys.
Do you have any World Cup memories, alguna memoria en Copas del Mundo que hayan tenido a lo largo de su vida?
Yeah, you go.
I think without a doubt, we all have our own personal World Cup memories, but I think when we look back at the next World Cup, we're going to remember watching all these games up here as a crew, and a lot of times we have our Russian crewmates down here to watch with us, and I think when all 6 of us are together watching World Cup, that's going to be a memory that I'll keep with me forever, and I know Alex and Steve will as well.
La mayoría de la gente que nos ve es mexicana. ¿Qué han visto a selección mexicana? ¿Qué les parece? ¿Les gusta el equipo? Most of the people that are watching are Mexican, so have you watched the Mexican national team? Do you like the squad?
Yeah, we watched all 3 a few times. I watched them when we were back in Houston, actually, too. So they're another fantastic team, and it looks like they're doing well.
So let me ask some scientific questions. What are you doing up there? What experiments are you conducting? ¿Qué experimentos están haciendo allá arriba? ¿Qué es exactamente el trabajo que están realizando?
Actually, just today I was working right here in this glove box on an experiment that is about burning things in space for better fire safety on Earth. We look how materials burn in weightlessness, and we can learn a lot about making materials much more safe down on Earth. And that's just one of 160 experiments that we have on board and that we conduct each day.
¿Qué es lo más padre de estar en gravedad cero? What's the coolest thing of having no gravity?
Yeah, just moving around, doing flips. We have contests on how many flips you can do and how far you can go without hitting the wall, all sorts of contests. It's just a wonderful, it's the best playground you can find.
Excelente. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevan allá arriba y cuándo van a regresar? How much time have you been up there and when are you coming back?
I've been up here almost 3 months. I'll come back in 2.5. And these guys.
Yeah, Alex and I showed up almost a month ago, and we're loving it. I don't think we're ready to come home yet. We'll see after 6 months.
Okay, pues thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you being with us. It was a great interview. Very excited here at Univision. So thank you. Good luck and safe travels.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the Univision Deportes portion of the event. Please stand by for a voice check from ESPN.
Well, we have done live shots before, but nothing like this. Joining us from the International Space Station is American astronaut Reed Weissman and German astronaut Alexander Gerst. In between them is Commander Steven Swanson, and all these men are part of the Expedition 40. And, guys, in between your scientific research on board the station, you guys watch the World Cup matches. Reed, how are you feeling about this team, the U.S. entering Thursday's match against Alexander's German squad?
Well, You know, I guess I got to say I believe we will win. I think it's kind of a perfect recipe here for us. We've already looked at our schedules for Thursday to see how we can sneak in a few peeks of the game and what will be our afternoon. And you better believe we'll be watching. And I think it's looking good because it's 2-against-1 up here. So I think the U.S. chances are pretty good.
Well, this is a question now for Alexander. How do you feel about a German legend like Jurgen Klinsmann coaching against the German team?
Well, it's interesting to see, of course, for me even more so because he's from the same state of Germany than I. He grew up almost at the same place. So, well, in a way, even if the U.S. win, it's still a little bit of a victory for Germany then. So I'm not afraid. We have this little bet going, of course. If the U.S. win, these guys are allowed to draw a little U.S. flag on my head. But then again, if Germany wins, I think these guys need to shave their heads so we all look alike. So in either way, I'm looking forward to the outcome of this game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun.
Steven, now you have the soccer ball in your hand right there. It was so cool floating in space as we started the interview. I hear you guys try to play some soccer on board the International Space Station. Is that accurate?
Yes, we did. We actually played almost for a half hour, and we had a really good time. But nobody actually won. I don't think we actually got a goal ever scored, but we had a really good time doing it.
Well, gravity's your biggest opponent. Steven, we do appreciate it, as well as Reed and Alexander. Of course, we're going to see how things play out on Thursday. I just want to get back with you guys to see if the U.S. wins so we can see the American flag on Alexander's head by the end of the match.
Oh, definitely. Well, definitely. There'll be lots of stars up in his head, that's for sure.
You know, actually, for this match, I'd be happy with the draw. So, of course, I would enjoy if our guys would kick their butts a little bit. But I'm gonna hope that's gonna be at the final game, at the very last game of this World Cup, and not on Thursday.
I could just watch this. Forget about us talking. Fantastic images coming from space. Guys, thank you so much. We do appreciate the time here on SportsCenter.
Thanks to you as well. See ya.
Station, this is Houston ACR. Thank you. That concludes our event.